We're only 7 days into my year-long art challenge, and my art has already gone from this to this, so let's talk about that. Today's shout out goes to Wasted Inspiration. Thank you so much for your comment. I really like reading those comments, and if you would like a shout out in a video, all you have to do is leave a comment. That could have been you. In case you missed the intro video, I'm hosting a year-long art challenge, and this month we're working on gesture drawing. Prior to starting this challenge, I had never done a gesture drawing in my life. I am a self-taught artist, and I have never really taken the time to learn the fundamentals of art. I've watched tutorials and stuff, of course, and I've kind of dabbled in learning different things, but gesture drawing is just something I never got around to until now. Anyways. When I first started the gesture drawing, I felt very, very clumsy. I wasn't sure what to do. I watched a tutorial, but even after I watched it, I was still pretty lost and unsure of what I was supposed to do. The first time I sat down to do some gesture drawings, they were a little challenge. They were looking they weren't proportional, I'll say. Since I knew gesture drawings were supposed to be done really quickly, I gave myself 1 minute to do each drawing, and I was looking up my references on Pinterest, which is what I normally do. I think not bad for my first time, but obviously it could be a little better. Especially this first one, what is that? Fortunately, I have an entire month to get this right. That first drawing session took me about 45 minutes, which most of that time was spent trying to look for references. Also just trying to figure out what I was doing, because I didn't know. Someone in the Discord server shared this website called Line of Action, where you have access to a bunch of different gesture poses, and there's also a bunch of other stuff on there. You can also find references for different facial expressions, animals, landscapes, just a bunch of different stuff. There's even still art on there I saw, which is interesting. I almost considered putting that as the prompt for January, because I've also never done still life really, which probably gonna have to get around to that as well at some point. Learning about this website is what really helped me. It took all the guesswork out of it. On the Line of Action website, they give you one reference at a time, and I'm not sifting through a bunch of images, and you can have it so that it's timed, and I usually use the 60 seconds one, and so I don't really have a lot of time between drawings to really overthink things or to think about, oh, I don't think I can do this pose, this is too complicated for me, even though I definitely still did that a few times, but it just kind of took away a lot of the extra little random self-doubting thoughts that I was having when it came to selecting references. I don't even have to think about it. I just go on there, I put in what I want to do, and I just do it. The first day that I used this website, I already noticed a nice little bit of improvement, and I was a bit surprised because I was like, oh, I didn't feel as clumsy as I did the first time. The drawing's just a little bit better, you know? Someone in the Discord also suggested drawing shapes to kind of warm up, and I did that too. So here's what I did the second day. Well, I didn't even do these in chronological order. I waited a few days and then did this. Here's the last page of drawings that I did that particular day. I want you to pay attention to this drawing right here. When I drew this one, I had no idea how to approach this pose. It was very different from what I typically gravitate towards whenever I'm selecting references, which isn't good because I need to learn how to do that. And when I drew it, I was like, wow, that kind of sucks a little bit, but it's okay. And that's another thing I'm learning, because it comes with a learning curve, and so of course when I try it for the first time, it's not going to look nice. I can be a bit of a perfectionist at times. I need to work on that. Yesterday I decided that I wanted to get some nice little pencils to make the drawing process a little more fun for me, and plus I like getting new art supplies. I'm not even gonna hold you. This one's Faber Castell, and this one is a Winsor Newton set, and they also came in these tins, which are super fun. So this is the Winsor Newton. It has a white one, a sepia one, and it has a 4B and 8B hard charcoal, medium charcoal. The charcoal ones are very grippy on the paper, if that makes any sense. This tin has a hinge on it, so it stays with the thing. Faber Castell 9000 black lead pencils of superior quality, and they're supposed to be break resistant. These ones I found were my favorite out of these two. I've never really worked with different types of pencils before, so this is an interesting little experiment. The 8B pencil was my favorite for these drawings. This is what I did yesterday. Look at that. I'm really proud of this one. That one looks neat. And look at the little shady things I'm able to get with the pencils. That's so fun. After exploring the Line of Action website a little bit more, I found a 15-minute exercise / tutorial on how to do gesture drawings. And it was interactive, so it kind of takes you step by step on how to make a gesture drawing, starting with the line of action. I see what they did there. I've heard of line of action as in like the actual drawing technique, not the website. I've heard of that before, but I've never really used it in my work, or I didn't know how to use it in my work. So it was really nice to actually learn how to find the line of action in a reference. It took you step by step, so you would learn where the line of action is, learn how to place the head, rib cage, and hips on that line of action, and then how to place the joints and the limbs on that line of action. That is like when I really saw some improvement in my gesture drawings. I gotta go find them. I gotta go find them. These are some of the line of action drawings that I did. You can't really tell that these are people. Oops. Except for maybe that one. That one you can kind of tell that's a person, because I kind of drew the head. Then afterwards, I learned how to kind of get this like little skeletal pose thing going. And then I was able to draw like a full-on person. Like, that's so cool. On the website, the pose that I had done during my previous drawing session came back up, and I was like, oh, now's my chance. And this is what I came up with. Like, if you compare this to what I did originally, like, this is significantly better. I did not expect to see that much improvement so quickly. I thought I would not get the hang of it until the end of the month. I'm not even going to hold you, especially with how clumsy I felt doing these when I sat down to do it for the first time. I'm really proud of myself and really excited to see what I will do for the remainder of the month. Here are some of the drawings that people in the Discord server have shared. I'm really enjoying chatting with you all in the Discord server. I almost didn't make one because I was super nervous and I wasn't sure if it was something people would be interested in, but at the time of me recording this, we're at like, I think 39 members or people. That's like way more than I had expected, so thank you all for joining the server. It's really nice to chat with you all and to see how everyone is progressing, and I've also learned some things from people in the server, so that's also really nice. If I hadn't made the server, there's some, like, I don't think I would have progressed as quickly as I have already. My chair is like really squeaky. So thank you. If you're interested in joining this drawing challenge, it's not too late. It is a year long, so you've got plenty of time. There's also still time to join the January challenge. I would like to give shout outs at the end of the year to everyone who completed the entire challenge. So if you did want to do that, like, it's still January, you still have time. Even if you're seeing this later on in the year, you still have time. There are plenty of prompts, plenty of months in the year as well. Anyways, that is all. I plan on maybe doing like a comprehensive studio vlog at the end of the month of all the different things that I'm trying this month. So if you would like to see that, definitely subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when that comes out. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to my patrons, Merriment Illustrations, Sister Donna 55, and Kelsey. Thank you so much for being my patrons. I really appreciate you and everything you do. Wow, oh my goodness, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.
Today, the cultural community is the community that can speak the loudest to change the human condition. So all of you that are artists, pursue your craft with diligence and devotion. And those of you who think that maybe your sculpture is not good, Van Gogh, I think the man died, never even knew what treasure he had created, and now one of his paintings is millions and millions and millions of dollars. So don't give up on your art. And when you leave this earth, which we all must do, we've left something behind that says we were here.